Welcome live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. I couldn't even say that. I'm your host, Devin Postlesny, along with Dave Postlesny here.
Hello, everybody.
So, let's get started right away here. Your show lineup, Motorsports in 60. We only have one thing to cover, but I have other things to go along with that one topic to try to beat out the 60-second clock. Supercross in Salt Lake City on Trackside Race Day edition, whatever you want to call it. I said Seattle. I was looking at the wrong schedule, which said that this weekend was Seattle. They were in Salt Lake City instead. Dope. Rallycross, we have a little update for them. IndyCar, Formula One, also update. They did not any of those three series raced this weekend. Rallycross, IndyCar, Formula One. NASCAR, they raced, and we'll talk about that.
Oh, there was no truck race this weekend, right?
No.
No, I thought I might have missed it.
The next truck race is the 17th All-Star Weekend. RH Blog Report, and then the wonderful, Dave Puzzleman. So let's get started right away here. Now, I'm sorry if things are a little delayed because I don't have the mouse. Let's get started. Nationwide Series raced at Richmond on Saturday night. Here's your top 5. Finishing 5th, Regan Smith, your Homestead winner from last week. Brian Vickers finished 4th. Kyle Busch 3rd. Kevin Harvick 2nd. Keselowski won the race. 40 seconds left. And this is where the extra comes in. 2 crew members were arrested after the race because apparently they approached the group that had Nelson Piquet Jr. in it. And we're trying to start a fight outside the tracks with the local authorities.
From what I understood, it was by the owner's trailers or something to that extent.
Yes. So, the local authorities were brought into it, so, yay.
That whole situation was a little embarrassing, so I gotta say, I don't get the whole Piquet kicking him thing. That's childish.
Yeah, Piquet is...
I'm up for a good fight. It happens. You know, to me, that's racing. Been seeing that for years.
Yep.
Oh, I killed your time. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were in your 60-second thing.
No, it's okay. That's all I wanted to say. So, technically, you...
Just out of curiosity, between you, what exactly is a true member anyway? What do they do?
Oh, my God.
That gives you once a week.
We'll edit that part out. True member.
Hey, see, if I was doing the 60-second thing, you'd actually need the 20 minutes.
Alright, Supercross in Salt Lake City. Wrong page here. Ryan Villopoto, or RV, pretty much locked up the championship this weekend. I know you're probably clueless when I talk about Supercross.
Well, I did catch some of it today. It actually gained my interest because of the fact that you've been doing this stuff, and as I told you pre-show, I actually did do 2 of those heats, and it's hard stuff.
Well, not this week.
That's a young man's sport. Yeah, no. We're talking about 20 years ago. But
not today.
Yeah, that was pretty fun to watch, though. It's too bad you did miss it. And I did hear something about a championship, but beyond that, I wasn't really sure. So he locked it up?
I believe so. I think, as at Speed.com said, Ryan Villopoto locked up the championship, and it pretty much means that he needs the DNF next week to even have the second place. Gotcha. I believe David Millsaps to even have a chance at getting.
Now, is he the one that won today?
Villopoto won. Millsaps is second in points. So
okay. But the one Villopoto actually did win today.
Yeah, he won the race.
He kicks butt because he was so far ahead. Some of the parts where they were tracking him, you know, you'd see him go around the whole turn and come back, and the cameras got both, and there's nobody on the other side. I was like, wow, he's way ahead.
Yeah. I believe it's like a 19-week season. It starts in January and ends next week. And out of the 19 races, I'm just assuming it's 19, he has 17 out of the 19 races win.
Wow. Because
he's that good. And if there was another Premier Series like NASCAR, he would already be in there 2 years ago. But because there's only 250s and 450s, he's in the 450s kind of stalling. He's almost like Jimmy Johnson in the 5 years that he won.
Yeah, when you say 450, what are you talking about, CCs?
450cc, yes.
So he's in the 450 and it's the slower ones?
450 is the faster one. Yeah. 250 is like the Nationwide Series in NASCAR.
And that's where he's at, or?
He's in the 450s.
Ah, so he's at the top.
He's at the top, yeah.
Gotcha.
He's at the top of his ranking. So here's your top 5. Finishing 5th, Justin Barcia. 4th, Trey G. Kennard. Ryan Dungey finished 3rd. David Millsaps finished 2nd. And Ryan Villapoto won again. They race for their season finale next week in Vegas. And then in May 31st, I believe they go back to Sam Boyd Stadium in Vegas for the $1 million champion thing. GRC, Global Rallycross. The next race will be in Spain on May 19th at 1:30 on ESPN. Check your local listings for times and travel arrangements.
You wish.
So that's just a little update on them. IndyCar. The next race will be May 5th. Check your local listings. See you then. Simple enough. They are racing in Sao Paulo. Wait, May 5th is next weekend. So they'll be racing next weekend at, I believe they're in Brazil, let's just say that. And I'm being told right now, gotta go commercial. Alright, so when we return, we'll have your Formula 1, NASCAR, Racing Hotspot, blog report, and Dave. We'll be right back. Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot. You saw that little video before we came back. That means there's F1 time on. Formula 1 time on Racing Hotspot. The next race for F1 will be May 12th. Check your local listings. NBC Sports, I believe, is covering that. Well, yeah, because they're covering all the races. See you then. That is 2 weeks away. I know that for a fact. Yeah. NASCAR. After a crazy race, the closer wins, as Darrell Waltrip calls him, and all the Fox crew.
So I didn't think they were calling him the closer. I thought he was Kevin. Where did he come from? Harvick.
Oh, well.
No, I know they call him the closer, but that is also the other thing they call him is Kevin. Where did he come from? Harvick.
Yeah.
It's actually as soon as Darrell said that last night, I'm like, Montoya isn't gonna win, and I want to see Montoya win.
Yeah. Definitely, I would have liked to see Pablo Montoya win.
Calendar.
Alright, so this week's track of the month is Richmond International Raceway. Shocker. Raced there last night. It is a .75 mile track. It's a type short track. It was opened in 1951. It's a D-shaped oval. Everybody could have saw that coming. And it's in Richmond, Virginia.
It actually looks like in the design. It looks like Loudon with the pits on the outside.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they had, instead of the pit being on the inside, they had it on the outside. Which would be a little weird, making a right turn in the pits.
So here's your top 5 for the NASCAR race at Richmond last night. Finishing 5th, Jeff Burton. 4th, Juan Pablo Montoya. 3rd, Joey Logano. 2nd, Clint Bowyer and Kevin Harvick won. You destroyed me in the points championship, by the way, this week.
Did I? Good.
Yeah, well...
Gotta hold you down, buddy.
We'll get to that in a minute. Here's your Racing Hotspot blog report.
I must not have picked any of my drivers because I think the best finisher... Well, that's not true because I have so many drivers, but... Just... bad.
Bad.
Yes, it was a bad.
Alright, so here's your Racing Hotspot blogspot. Racing Hotspot blog report. After a crazy Richmond race, there was a total of 11 cautions. Kevin Harvick won the 400-lap race. Kurt Busch and Tony Stewart got into a fight, and yeah, fun. The next race is Talladega. If you thought a lot of craziness happened at Richmond, wait till you get to Talladega. See you then. Alright, so that is simple enough. So we have to go to a commercial before we get to you.
Okay.
Alright, so when we return, we'll have him. We'll be right back.
Oh, I'll pick one.
Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Ride Up. Now to bring in Dave, even though he's been here, but now it's time for him to actually join the show on
Hello again, everybody.
on cue. So let's get started. NASCAR thoughts, and then Dave's notes. So those kind of are tied together.
Yeah, the biggest thing I want to talk about with the nationwide race was what I had already mentioned. That was just a very seemingly immature thing to do, in my opinion. Whether you're trying to defend himself or not, be a man. That was pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. And what I had mentioned about his probationary, I'm not even sure if I got the right guy there. Do you know what I'm talking about? With they had a whole thing on pre-race. One of the guys in the series is struggling to keep his citizenship here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because technically he's not a citizen. And they're allowing it because he's a driver. And I'm not sure if that was him, but if it was Nelson Piquet, it was definitely not. That situation wasn't going to help him. And then, I mean, I gotta say, Richmond, I've been there. I don't think you've been there. I mean,
No,
it's definitely impressive, especially compared to when I was there. But man, it's like the way I saw the two races. I don't know if everybody else saw this, but it was like an oversized Bristol. They were fast. They were hitting and banging. It was just pretty brutal. The last 50 laps had me screaming at the television.
Mm.
Good thing my neighbors probably appreciate it's actually warmer up here in New England and the doors were wide open, so 11 o'clock at night when the race is coming to an end. You could hear me loud and clear. Sorry, folks. But yeah, it was exciting. I don't know what you thought of it. It was a very exciting race.
Definitely, I liked it.
Actually, at one point in time, you can see in my notes, to look at right, was, oh, wow. And that was in the last 50 laps. So, and you know what? Both races had every piece of an exciting race in my eyes, even down to the fighting. I just, like I said, don't appreciate the whole hit and blow the belt thing, and it's not like you can deny it either because I've already seen like 67 different angle pictures and about 10 different films of it.
As Brian Scott put on, I saw this on race day, he put a tweet out saying, I didn't know we had to wear cups in, in NASCAR.
I heard it. And Kyle with the commitment line. I'm glad that they gave that to him because I clearly saw it. And if what the official said was what was said in the meeting, well, actually, I don't think it was an official that said it, it was one of the announcers, but then again, they're in the meeting, so they heard it just as well. And it was Darrell Waltrip actually, and he is listening to the rules because he's accustomed to listening to the rules.
Mm.
So if it is true, all you have to do is touch that with the left side of your car, he definitely did.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really glad to see they gave it to him. Unfortunately, his race didn't go that well in the long run. I want to ask you, Tony Stewart fan, what was that all about?
It was a bump and run by Kurt Busch, who then Stewart didn't really like because he went from 3rd all the way to like 18th in one lap. Because Kurt Busch.
So Kurt was not actually pushed?
I don't know.
I didn't get to see replay on it, but I did get to see what both drivers said.
Mm-hmm.
And if Kurt was being honest, then Tony's going to slow his roll. Like, I understand he can't see why he just got hit,
Mm-hmm.
but he has to also have an open understanding that it could happen. Look what happened to Mark.
Yeah.
I mean, just clean taken out. There's nothing he could do about it. There's nothing Johnson could do about it. But yeah, I just didn't get the whole thing because I don't know when it happened. I must have gotten up to make a sandwich or something. I don't know, but I missed what happened. So I just had to ask you about that. And the other thing, too, was Kane and Martin. What was with Casey Kane? I mean, I know they wrecked together, but what was with the driving away and hitting them? Because I didn't see Martin at fault there.
I do not know. I didn't catch that part.
No, at the end of the race, no, actually it wasn't at the end of the race. It was after they wrecked and got themselves back to it. Martin was driving away and Kane came up and bounced off him twice, and then drove away.
Well, that could have also been that he might have cut a tire in the car, unless you see his hands.
No, it's very very deliberate. They talked about it actually on the thing. So yeah, check it out.
Well,
Maybe we'll talk about it again next week. But generally, Mark Martin's not the kind of guy that's going to do you wrong if he can avoid it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Because he doesn't want to wreck himself as much as he wants to wreck you.
Right.
Take a look here, see if this will give us anything for this.
Tony Stewart getting up and against Kurt Busch.
This is after the race.
A lot of emotion here, a lot of temper, a lot of emotion. Oh yeah. A lot of aggression. This is typical Richmond. Yep. This little deal here, it's not over just yet. Look, you've been rubbing all night long. What's a little rubbing after a race? They're not hurting anything.
Alright, let's
Let's
take
see
a look
what
here.
happens here.
Alright, so he hit him, but I don't know if he...
I don't think it was. It looked like he checked up to me, and Kurt couldn't do anything. His earn was right there.
Spots there. Now here's Kenson on the outside, tries to come down track. He gets get to the back bumper. No harm, no foul, right there. He did get into Allmendinger. I mean, Matt was like, "I'm coming through. Get out of the way." Now right here, he pushes Kurt up out of the. There's where he pushed Kurt up out of the groove, and he gets 7th while Kurt ends up 9th behind.
Yeah, maybe it's the similarity.
The
similarity I'm saying between the two tracks, Bristol and Richmond, is that they've made Bristol larger and they can drive in more grooves.
Opinions expressed out on the racetrack carried over here in the garage. And Kurt, your conversation between yourself and Tony Stewart, what took place?
We'll get to that in a minute. I mean, for us, this was a solid run with our furniture row car. We were there. We were top 5 all night. Some guys cycled ahead of us. Some guys, we were able to get back by on long runs. So all in all, a great night for us to be in the top 5, have restarts up front, and lead some laps. And then you can just tell. I mean, green, white, checkered. Everybody's going to put on tires. Some guys are going to do 2. Some guys stayed out. And it's just a free-for-all. I mean, there's rubber buildup in the outside groove. There's cars sliding up with old tires. So I don't know what the 14 was upset about. I got hit from behind. I got hit every which way. So did he. Kansas moved us up out of the way at the end, so that's why I was upset with him. But hey, everybody's free-for-all.
I don't
We got
see...
top 10. The
Kansas
biggest thing here
right
is 10
here
laps ago,
is
this car didn't
probably
have a
about
scratch
3
on it. Now
feet
it's
off
straight.
of Bush.
You look at this race
How
today,
could
what
he
are you
have-
going to take away as you continue
Right
on?
here, that's definite contact, but with
I
Stewart...
think it's maybe point of view though. It could be he was that aggressive the whole time and Tony just got caught by it. That's what I'm saying.
And we hoped that the race would come to us. Today, it just didn't pan out.
I think he handled himself really well considering his past though.
Close to the top 10. And, we got to go for wins. That's where we're going to be able to make the
Because as
change.
usual, the reporter went right after him with the bad and said they wanted to talk about anything kind of good, and you went right to the good first.
Mm-hmm.
What on earth? What is that?
No, it's a music video. What that is that's a stupid music video that is so just wrong.
So why is it on you?
Because it will suggest stupid things.
Delete button.
It won't let me delete it. YouTube. It's not one. Apparently you don't-
How did you end up even getting on it? You had to have viewed it.
I probably viewed it once because it's a song.
You a Justin Bieber fan?
No.
No.
Shut up. Shut up. Alright.
I wasn't sure who the other person was.
Somebody your brother hates. The other thing is NASCAR news, Matt Kenseth penalty. What? People are calling this the biggest penalty in NASCAR history. Although I've heard people say it's the biggest penalty on the face of the planet. That's blowing out of the water.
Just a bit, but I don't see what they've done. I think it's a bad call.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens, but yeah. And the guys, I'm pretty sure that they find something with every single winning car when they break it down. You know they break it down.
Yeah.
They take the winning car, they take the motor, and they break it down and see if there's any cheats there. One rod, One rod was a little light. A couple of, actually they call it grains light, whatever that means. I mean, I know it
Grain is
grains,
probably right.
grams, kilos, pounds, but grains gotta be something. And that, to me, is not enough to impose those kind of penalties. I mean, Matt Kenseth can't collect points for 6 races. Were you aware of that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's just way too much. It's basically just punishing the sponsor at the same time. And
Yeah.
that ain't right. They are appealing, right?
I believe they are.
This week is the Childress appeal?
The
No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Gibbs.
No, this week is Penske appeal
Mhm.
from last week.
Next week is
Right.
one appeal at a time.
I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday is the Penske appeal.
Alright, so moving on now. Porsche Championship. You had Busch for the win, Kenseth for second, Edwards for third, Stewart for fourth, Gordon for fifth.
Mm-hmm.
I had Vickers for the win, number 11 that is. Kyle Busch for second, Jeremy Johnson for third, Boyer for fourth, and Truex for fifth. This is how it panned out. Dave got 2, 6, 10, 8. I got 4. So he got a total of 26, and I got 4. That was some pretty hard math on my part there. 4 plus equals 4. Did you know that?
I think they told me that in 10th grade.
So here's our points championship now. More like the bloody murder.
I don't have that in this.
No, it's right there. If you go back to that link right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was on a hot streak, 3 races in a row, and you put it to an end. Dave now has 144 points, and I have 106 points. Remember?
He's going a lot more even though than last year.
Oh yeah, last year it was like boom, boom,
Did you
boom,
win
boom.
any?
I think I won like 1, 2. So Dave has 144, and I have 106. Remember? Closing the gap, and now it's going away.
So it'll keep myself a little ahead of you. So we're at Talladega next, huh?
Yay. Tough track to pick.
Which is virtually impossible. Just blew it out 5 guys.
Me too. So, yeah. So Dave has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. So it's
Yeah, so it's not that bad.
yeah, it's even.
It's just the way the points are accumulating seems to be a little bit harder on you. Like you don't earn as many points when you win.
30. I have so far 24 points. I think that's the most I've no.
The other one 24 last week.
So 24 is the most I've won, and you've swept me twice. Good time. Alright, so when we return, we're going to make our point picks. And then, yeah, I jumped the gun on that. Because I had a side made up with a 20 penalty and jumped the gun on that one. So we already talked about that, and there's a survey that I put out.
I always wondered what that expression meant. I mean, I know what it means, but why jump the gun?
I don't know. Put a survey out that so far there's one person who's voted on it, which was just me.
A survey?
Yeah, to see if it was the penalty was yes, was it too harsh? Yes, no, or just right. I just put just right.
When did you put that survey up?
Just yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
where would you find that survey?
Well, hold on. By the way, the link is right here for that survey. I have to remember to put that up. Yeah. So that link is this one. No, it's not. We'll be right back. Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. We have one last thing to do with the NASCAR thing. Take a look at this video that I made with a song background of Diamond Eyes by Shinedown. Take a look at this video. You'll enjoy it.
Just beginning. I say goodbye to my weakness, so long to regret. I'm on the front line, don't worry, I'll be fine. The story's just beginning. I say goodbye to my weakness.
Welcome. Pretty good video, right? Pretty good? Yeah, I thought you'd like it. So now to the points championship. Talladega. Talladega is one of those oddballs because you have no idea what's going to happen. You can pick the top best drivers that you think, top 5 best drivers, and on lap 1 they could all be wrecked.
True.
So it's like, and it's also
Generally, at least one of the top drivers is going to be up front somewhere. That's pretty much about how I thought it through.
Well, and that's the same with Daytona. Luckily with the 500, we kind of had a preview with the Sprint Unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, as you think, I cheated because I sent you my picks after practices were done for the 500.
I know you cheated. What?
So here's our picks. For 5th place, I have Kyle Busch. You have...
I'm sorry, we're starting with 5th, right?
Yes, 5th place, you have...
Carl Edwards.
I have Jimmy Johnson for 5th. You have...
Kyle Busch.
I have Matt Kenseth for 3rd. You have...
Tony Stewart.
I have a real shot in the dark. Danica Patrick for 2nd. You have...
I still don't think that's a shot in the dark. I think she's got a chance. And you're picking her for 2nd place, so you're not like pushing it with the 1st, but
No.
you never know on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. for 2nd.
I have Stewart for 1st, and you have...
Jimmy Johnson.
So we have 3 of the same drivers, pretty much. Got Busch, Johnson, and Stewart.
Yeah, you know,
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't even looking at your numbers when I did that.
That's weird.
Because I almost said Matt Kenseth, too, so it would have been pretty close.
Yeah. Only person that you don't have is Danica, and in my lineup now, Kenseth. So, yeah. Alright, so to finish up the show is our typical final lap slide here. IndyCar will race the Sao Paulo. Yeah.
I'm not going to try because I really don't know.
Okay, they'll be racing in Brazil next weekend for the IndyCar IndyCar 300.
something.
Formula One, no Formula One this week. They will be racing May 12th, and is the next race. Nationwide Series is going to Talladega next Saturday at 4 p.m. Cup will be there Sunday, Talladega, 12 noon for a special 1-hour edition of pre-race. Race will start at 1, I believe. Trackside is, Racing Hotspot is Trackside Friday, race day Sunday. Weekend roundup with us two golf balls. With us two awesome hosts Sunday night. So I think that will do it.
Yeah, it's got to be Sunday night because I'm leaving Tuesday morning.
Wow.
Yeah, 50 hours in a vehicle. Looking happy. Happy.
So that means that
I'm going to run my own NASCAR race to Florida.
you and I are gonna last Sunday show together for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, you're going. Yeah, I'll be gone.
No.
And the wedding's the next week, right?
Oh,
So I didn't even realize, but the wedding is the same weekend as
the All-Star.
the All-Star race. Wish me luck on that one, because the wedding's on Saturday. Yeah. The All-Star race is Saturday night, isn't that?
No, it is Saturday night. But my dad's
Of course it is.
But my dad's already guaranteed that you're gonna have it on a TV somewhere in one of the hotel rooms. Cause Grandpa, when we were at dinner tonight, was like, "Oh shoot, that's right, the All-Star race." And my dad's like, "Don't worry, Dave's already gonna probably have a DVR on the TV at that place." So there's May. So you and I do next weekend show Saturday. You're in Florida the 11th, so I don't know how we're going to do that, if we're going to do it via Skype or via me just doing it by myself.
Yeah, I'm not sure how happy I am with the Skype idea, but whatever.
Oh, wait a minute. 12th will be, I'm looking at Saturday. The 12th,
I know what you meant.
yeah. And then the 19th, the 19th, I'll be here. Because I go to California, well, Racing Hotspot goes
I'm not on until the 22nd.
Yeah, so I'm here for all these weeks during Sunday for May.
Okay.
Because I go to California here, I come back here, I'm here.
Really? Going all the way to California for 5 days?
Yeah. Believe it or not, my mom's brother, Patrick, is a doctor now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that scary thought.
Actually,
So-
you know what? I've been to California. You probably don't need 5 days.
Why?
It depends on what you like to do.
Well,
Oh, what part of California are you going to? It's a very, very large state.
I have no idea what part of whatever. Shoot, the camera's still on.
You
Alright.
shouldn't be telling everybody where we're going, huh?
Well, they already know that we're doing Racing Hotspot week. Well, part of one of the Racing Hotspot weeks in California. Alright, so we just talked about what we were doing for the next month on camera. Alright, so until we see each other next
You
weekend.
know our plans.
Yeah, so until we see each other next week for Weekend Roundup, him and I will be both here, and then it gets crazy. Have a good work week. Belmont kids, you're back to school. Yay.
I think Goldie is, aren't
Oh, probably, yeah. I believe so. But I know Belmont kids definitely are.
they? You know, it's too bad, too, because the weather next week is supposed to be absolutely awesome.
Shut up. So, we'll see each other for Trackside Friday. Enjoy your week. Till we see each other then. Goodbye.
Take it easy.
Little girl, you like it like